And we're back. Listen, I always love this time. Just a little bit of silence. Shut Up has left the building. It's about 42, 43 degrees out there, 44, depending on where you are.
Same time, didn't they?
Better get out and enjoy a beautiful day today. High temperatures around 64, your low of 54, and some sunshine. You will see some clouds, though. We've got rain in store for us tomorrow. 60% chance of rain tomorrow or Friday, and 90% chance of rain on Saturday. So keep out the umbrella for a couple days. And Sunday is going to be absolutely gorgeous, as well as the next few days of the week. Let's enjoy it while we can. Maybe spring will stick around for a little bit, and then just get cold close to Easter one last time.
It ain't going to get cold again. It's over with.
It's
over with.
You're going to eat those
Hey, I'll do a little bit of news right quick. About the guy, the doctor, Moulton doctor, was charged at a March 14th hit and run, and also charged with DUI. Muscle Shoals, you know him, Tom?
No, I don't know him.
He lives in Muscle Shoals. Dr. Robert Burgess Hall, charged with second-degree assault, 3 accounts of leaving the scene of an accident. And Sweetwater, what do you know about that, Tom? You know they got a big boat coming up.
About as like everybody else that watches the news.
If that thing
it hits,
that'll be a good.
This would be a good time to move a TV station down to Limestone County down there. It'd be in that shopping center, wouldn't it?
Might not be a bad idea.
If somebody else wanted to buy it, they could do it. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, but Don Kyle, the mayor, they've got a big deal in this lawsuit against them by this. Could jeopardize their plans going to Decatur Daily this morning. But that thing's going to be huge. They're going to do a venue down there with entertainment from Nashville. Build all kind of hotels, retail shops, and stuff like that. So they got
restaurants.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on down that way. So basically, have y'all ever watched that show Hoarding on TLC? Okay, well, tell me a little bit about it.
It makes you glad your house doesn't look like that.
Well, tonight, 3 brothers under the same roof open their doors to their severely junk-filled home in tonight's episode. 2 guys are older guys. There's a shot of them right there, probably in their 70s or 80s. Says when they sleep at night, cockroaches and rats crawl all over, and they're so used to it they can't do nothing about it.
Oh, my goodness.
Huh?
I've got a coworker that says that the Hoarding show and the American Picture show should combine and let those guys come on there and find some priceless treasures.
That's nothing compared to the next story out of Sweden. Now, you know, I just mentioned rats and cockroach stuff. Over in Sweden, before you show it up there, Brad, the family cat was so afraid to go in the kitchen. Something gnawed through the concrete.
No.
The concrete.
A monster 15-inch rat.
No. That's crazy.
A monster 15-inch rat chewed through. They kept wondering why the cat was scared to go in the kitchen.
I guess so. Where's the 22?
I'd be scared too.
They needed that cat that kept the family hostage the other day.
Yes, the 22-pound cat.
It sick him in there. This rat was huge. They said the first time they put one of these big traps on it, it took it with it.
I bet.
Kind of like when they tried to kill Jaws. You know, they just kept on going there. Family checked, the trap was gone. The rat was so powerful that it carried the trap with it snapped around its neck. It didn't die when it went into the trap. It scurried away. It went underneath a wooden plant where it got stuck and choked itself to death.
Aw, shucks. I would not be able to stay in that house at all.
Okay, a 15-inch rat's what, about like that?
Too big.
That's the size of a dog.
Yeah. It's bigger than Zorro.
Yeah.
He weighs 4 pounds. This was 15 inches. Doesn't say how much it weighed.
Okay, maybe.
But said he was full of commodity cheese when he was once captured.
I think he'd been eating more than just cheese.
Yeah.
You'd have to put a couple of feet. You'd have to put a whole Velveeta block out there, but it'd catch a rat that big.
Well, just a couple of bites, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's
is
nasty.
Poison the thing.
Big.
How dirty was the house?
Well,
That's pretty nasty.
That was in Sweden. They grow big rats over there.
They do.
Viking rat. Yeah, that was the name of Viking rat. Now, when I was living in New Hope, back and bought my first house, it was right, and I told you before, right next to a field that, you know, they'd plant and everything. Well, at night, you could hear something running through your attic. So I put out some of that poison. And as soon as a rat drank water, it'd kill it. Well, next day I found, or whether next time, found about 15 of them, field rats about that big. Gophers, what they call them, gopher rats.
Go for rat. Rat's a rat.
Y'all probably had a problem with that operating a grocery store,
Yeah,
didn't you?
must have been when the weather changed too,
Yeah.
cold weather.
So man, a 15-pound rat, that's
That's bigger than a cat.
that's
That's nasty. Gross.
That's a big one. Okay, I know you're going to do your car segment coming up next, but you hear about Dale Earnhardt, who got to drive Elvis, the final vehicle that Elvis took a drive in. It's right here.
Ooh,
This
I
car
know
will be
what it
displayed
is.
the 3rd through 6th at the Auto Fair. It's the furthest the car has been from Graceland. Earnhardt drove it around the track this past Tuesday. The car is preserved but not restored. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is one of the few people ever to have driven it besides Elvis Presley. Presley drove this car supposedly a couple hours before he died. It is a black 1973 Stutz Black Hawk 3. It was his daily ride, and he drove it an hour and a half before his death on August 16, 1977.
I've seen the car in person. It's pretty slick. It's black. It's got side pipes on it. It was a pretty rare car.
Now, Earnhardt has built a thing called Whiskey River at his place. He's going to try to make it like a Graceland over there in North Carolina, where it is. I think it's North Carolina.
It's a,
Yeah,
it's a
North
town.
Carolina, Concord.
It's a town out behind his house on some of his acreage, and he has like a.
You been there?
No, but I've seen some footage of it. He has like a bar, a barber shop. I mean, he's got like a little small town built. They've actually filmed some videos there before. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what
it said music
singer.
videos have been filmed
How
there
much
too.
money has been made off of Elvis since his passing?
More
Obviously,
than you'll
when
ever,
he was
more than
here,
you'll
I
ever
know.
make off of me, off of my passing, probably. Because I know those country rovers are going to be something once that happens.
Dang, we're going to have to give them to a museum. We'll donate them to a museum in your
All
honor.
right, when we come back, we'll talk to the Mustang man himself. Joseph's going to fill it in. And now that the sun's coming out, I'm sure these car shows are starting to pop up all over.
Yes,
aren't
they are. I've got
And if
some
you've
footage.
got a motorcycle rally that, Hell's Angels or whatever, let Joseph know, and we'll publicize it here for you. Y'all, hang on. And here it is right here, brought to you by Eddie Pruitt Ford and a couple other people, Jan Scott Real Estate and Brad Stovall Auto and Body Shop. You can hit Joseph up, Cruising with the Mustang Man. We'll get his email address put on there too in just a little. What is your email address, Dave?
It's joesmustangs@gmail.com.
Joe's Mustang.
JOES Mustangs.
If
with
y'all
an
got a
S.
picture of your favorite, it don't have to be a Mustang. It can be anything you want it to be. Send it up here or send it to us. We'll get it to Joseph. He can highlight you, show you and your proud automobile. You know what gets me? They're new cars. You can get a new car now and finance what time? Up to 84 months? 84
car that
months. Now, what is
Yeah.
it? 7 years?
Well, you think about it, the price of new cars now are the price that houses were
Houses.
when I was young. So, I mean, you
Still
financed
some
a house for 30 years. So, well, anyway,
What's happening?
it is. The weather is warming up. Gloria, I didn't like those raindrops you showed on the Saturday day there,
I know, a
because
lot
there's
of
a couple of
people
car shows coming up on Saturday.
Hunting season.
I think, I've been telling you for a couple of weeks about the downtown Decatur, 2nd Avenue. The car show was awesome. I think Brad's got some
Did you go to
photos.
the third? That was third Friday, dude.
I did, and it was some of the most awesome
Thunderbird.
cars over there that I've seen in a while. The
Did they have a good
downtown,
crowd for that?
they did.
Yeah,
I'm
that was the first
talking,
one.
I'm thinking 1,000 people.
Really?
They had the roads blocked off. Several of the restaurants were open. There's 2 or 3 new restaurants will be opening before the
And
next
Mellow
one.
Mushroom and all them are down there.
Moe's Barbecue is going to be opening
Jefferson's
soon.
is opening up over there.
That's right on the corner. It's pretty unique Ford F-100 pickup there. But the businesses on the sidewalk, see behind on that photo, they were doing face painting for the kids. They had arts and crafts. They had sidewalk sales. People selling yogurt, ice cream. That lady had her craft set up. A little street
And they
rod
do it
there
the
beside
third
it.
Friday of every month, weather permitting, over there.
But they've moved it from Bank Street over to, there's my good friend John David right there. He's from Athens and his retro-looking truck. It's just an awesome time. Families
that.
pushing their kids in the strollers. That area on 2nd Avenue, especially as it began to get dark, the Princess Theater, the neon lights were shining.
Good.
I think the last photo there kind of showed one at night, and there it is. Just nothing says cruising better than it's dark. There's some neon, some 50s, 60s music playing. So,
hey, speaking of the Princess Theater, let me remind you, our good buddy Killer Bees is going to be performing two shows over there.
That. Yes, 2 shows. He'll be
You ever
with
heard
us.
Killer?
I saw the
August 11th
footage when he
He'll
was
be
on
the
here
show. He's
one
going to do the
morning.
show that week, a couple of days with us.
He's
So
funny.
get ready.
He's funny.
He is funny.
Well, before I get to the rest of the car shows for this weekend, I wanted to give one kind of final update on the Fast and Furious star, Paul Walker. You know, everybody speculated what the reasons for the crash was, but they finally, there was his Porsche Carrera GT that his good friend was driving. Final investigation said, due to the fact that it was a curve in the road and high speed was involved. They said 93 miles an hour when they struck those trees.
Well,
Foot.
they just taken off, hadn't they? Basically.
Yeah,
Just left.
well, that's a pretty fast car, Jamie.
car.
They did say that the tires on that car were approximately 9 years old. Because you don't drive a car like that very often. It usually stays in a garage.
Garage.
So I got to wonder if maybe the tires just didn't hold. But a footnote to the accident: the producers of the movie are going to release the movie. It's scheduled for April of 2015, about a year from now. But they're going to have to use CGI, body doubles, and voiceovers because there were so many scenes that were scheduled to be filmed that very next week after he was killed that they're just not going to be able to do it. So the movie's going to release. He'll be in the movie, but there were some scenes they're going to have to really work hard.
My favorite one in there too, dang it.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Brian O'Connor, I think was his name. Car shows this weekend. We've got 2 car shows and 1 new cruise-in to tell you about. The Sparkman High School Band is having their band car show this Saturday from 9:30 to 2. They're going to have door prizes, live music, $20 a car, truck, motorcycle. The 13th annual Drake Technical College, that's off of Meridian Street in Huntsville. That's a very popular car show. That's going on Saturday from 9 to 3. And then I found out about this cruise-in. I tried to get the owner of this business to send me a picture of the place, but he didn't. But Golden Years over in Hazel Green, it's a brand new yogurt ice cream shop. It's supposed to have a 50s style diner, kind of a vibe going on. I'm hearing a lot of buzz about this cruise-in, so I'm going to be out of town this Saturday, so email me the photos if you get to go to that cruise-in. I hear it's going to be a
right
good
there
one.
on 431, 231.
It is,
That's the only
right,
drag.
right there on the main drag.
Right near the high school.
So,
Reminded me of Rockabilly's in Huntsville when Johnny Giles had it.
So lots of good ones coming up. I'll keep you informed every week of what's hot and what
Hey, if
shows
y'all
are
find
coming
a
up.
picture of a car in a shed like he showed us that Mustang the other day, shoot us a shot of it, and we'll let Joseph guess about how much it might be worth, or he may want to come out and buy it.
Yes, yes. My wife would disagree, but
She's texting
Send
you
us
now.
those pictures if you got something of you and your vehicle or whatever, and we'll get again. Your email address is what we'll get that put on the ad.
Yeah.
We'll get it put up by here under you.
Joe's Mustangs at gmail.com.
Easy enough.
Joe's
Joe's
Mustang.
Mustang.
Had a good road trip, by the way. Picked up our new Mustang up in North Carolina.
Did you get a trailer or did you drive it back?
No, me and my son drove it back 9 hours. It was a great trip. I'll show a picture of it next week.
And then
It's a
we're
5-speed.
bringing some stuff out front here too as we go. Way to go, Joseph.
Thank you,
Cruising
thank you.
with Joseph, the Mustang man. Y'all hit him up too. He's a fellow member down at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church. All right, we'll take a break and come back. We're going to see what I'm going to do here for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go out to, we didn't get a chance to air a whole lot of stuff on the men's conference that was a great speaker with Dusty and Tim out at Clements Baptist Church. We're going to try to shoot a couple of minutes of that here at y'all's way coming up in just a little bit. Y'all hang on.